Running 2 of the Classic Cars Championship. Today we are here in Belgium in the 1998 McLaren MP44, driven by Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost, I think. And today we're going to be looking at some really fast laps around the circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. There's a yellow flag in mini sector at the end of sector
That is
1.
Jack.
Yeah, I think he's had a little spin down there. Maybe still getting used to the throttle on these cars. I know from doing some practice in these that they are quite irregular, to say the least. Would you agree?
Yeah, they're hard to drive, aren't they? We've seen the first spin. I would say the first of many.
Yeah.
This, of course, tier 1. Even in tier 1, there'll be lots of spins, I think.
Yeah. I'm looking for
Just
people
not
to
looking forward to.
down at Pouon. People are going to have some dead tyres and they're going to think, oh yeah, no, you know what, I'll be alright flat out through here. And then they're going to do it and they're just going to spin out.
Yeah.
And it's going to be bloody hilarious for everyone on the stream.
That's Jack.
Yeah.
Having another moment.
Really needs to
Yeah,
sort out
lots of
throttle.
drivers, they don't do a lot of practice for these cars. They jump in thinking that it's F1 2020 cars. Just like normal, regular, cars, and they get used to the throttle input, but then it's completely different when you jump into a car like this.
I mean, you'd think it would be. I mean, it's a completely different car.
Yeah, you would, but I think people are underestimating the grip, as you can see here.
Yeah.
Jack.
I mean,
really not liking the car.
Different time, different engine, different types of setups, different wing, if you will. I'll take you through a lap here. So he's come through the source now, maximising his exit speed, doing some short shifting. As we said, the car's traction does tend to slip away in those lower gears. Is he going to take Eau Rouge flat? He will take it flat, and he's going to take a little bit on the inside. Nothing from the curb on the outside. Stays kind of tight onto the camel straight. Moving slightly over to the left. See what kind of curb he's going to use on the outside. Quite a bit. Brakes really late. Little dabs of the throttle here and there. Just carry the speed through this middle section. Goes very wide there. It's right on the apex. Down the hill we go. Brakes at the 50-meter board. Touches the inside. Stays on the inside. Gets on the power now. Coming out now. Brakes late. Manages to carry a lot of speed through here. Watching the invalidation, because it's very easy to invalidate your lap there. Coming through Pouon now, braking late, carrying as much speed as possible. Not really going top speed there. Has a little moment, loses the back slightly. Still nice and clean though. Come down to here, another 50-meter board braking. Stays slightly on the inside. Little bit of curb on both instances, maybe more on the second time. More careful on the exit that time. Misses the apex by a bit there, and there's going to be a car off ahead of him. That's ABS Jarve. He's got out of the way nicely. He's going to pick up a little bit of slipstream. No, he's not going to benefit from that. Coming down to Blanchimont now. Very high speed part of the track this. So he's on the outside, swoops to the inside, catches the grass. Doesn't exactly make the corner as nicely as he thought he would. Maybe using too much exit. Braking really late down into here in the bus stop chicane. Maybe losing it a bit midway through the corner. Gets on the exit. Another bit of shifting. Short shifting up through there. And that's going to be a 1:57.4 fastest lap 13 minutes into the session. Or 13
yeah, I would
minutes
say that
left.
was quite a messy lap.
Yeah, definitely.
It was judged to perfection. I think he's going for another one here.
Yeah, and he's going to get slipstream or speed midget coming down the straight. Whether that will hinder him through Eau Rouge, I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah. Looks like they're having a bit of a race here. See what we can get on this. Oh, he's going for the move. No, he's going to have to hold back behind for the moment. He's staying with them now in the middle section.
I wonder if Speedy Midget is also on the lap, because overtaking him might hinder his lap as well.
Speedy Midget not really carrying that much extra speed on the exit there. Losing him a little bit of time. Jack is really needing to find a way past him now. He come down to Pouon, see if he goes for a lunge or if he's going to stay behind, maybe compromise his lap slightly. He's going to have to stay behind. This really bodes well for the race if these two are going to be battling. Will he go down the inside into this corner though? He's really close. He's pulled to the inside. No, he's had to back out again. Speedy Midget keeping it behind really nicely.
I mean, of course, this isn't a race. This is qualifying.
Oh,
that's
they've touched. There's a massive moment there between the two. Although Speedy Midget does seem to have come away quite nicely out of that. Just giving himself some extra room. Jack stays nicely out of the way of Busy Gorgon there.
yeah, Busy Gorgon P3 also another person I'd say.
Yeah, don't expect the times.
Look out for.
Don't expect the times to stay as they are. I'm going to be absolutely honest here. Times I'm expecting to get into at least the low 1 minute 56s, maybe some high 1:55s, but that might be unlikely considering the tyre deck of these cars are on one lap of this circuit. Jack is actually Mr. Spinella today. Have you seen this?
What's happened?
He's spun on the entry to the pit lane.
Oh no.
Busy Gorgon on a lap now. He's in the top 3, hoping to improve. That's the fastest sector 1. Oh,
That's a nice sector. That's not a nice corner though.
No, he's very offline there. It's a decent exit down the hill. See what his braking's like compared to other drivers. Yeah, it's alright. You could have taken that a little bit tighter to shorten the run down to these corners. Doesn't carry as much speed as other drivers, but have to remember he is on controller, so it will be slightly more difficult for him. Coming through Puon now. Takes it nice and conservatively, very carefully. Little bit of curve on the inside, not much. Comes down to here. Brakes 150 meters. I see a lot of drivers braking at the curb or on the curb. Takes a lovely line through there, actually. I thought pretty decent exit. I wonder if he's using any kind of traction control because he's not having any issues compared to other drivers. He might just be handling it nicely, but yeah.
Yeah, looking at the throttle input, I think he might be using medium because it seems like he's applying 50%.
Yeah, see, those are
out
the
of the
times I was
exits.
expecting. 156 is around there. Maybe a bit faster than that. Oh, 2 people have had an accident at Eau Rouge. Who's that? So
It might have
it's
been
F1
Daniel
driver
Gettit. And then there was another incident between Kagoda, I think it was.
yeah, it was obviously the cars are proving quite difficult. Someone spun at turn 1. It's like they're all
That
Bottas
would
in
be
Turkey.
Busy Gorgon, I think.
Yeah, looks
Wait.
like it. Someone's coming out of pits now. What was that? Oh, people having issues all over the place. Apo's retired.
Yellow
F1 fan for life was retired. Yellow flags in most sectors. Not looking good.
Yeah, I think that's Kagoda who's ran out of fuel.
Yeah, if you just spectate that little train of 3 drivers there. Who's the
Tox
one?
has spun as well.
Oh yeah, I saw. Some people waiting around, maybe trying to jump on other drivers. Sam Cole chilling behind Mr. F1 driver. F1 driver lets it past. Someone going very slowly on the straight. Pagoda. Trying desperately not to give anyone slipstream.
Well, that's PFL Solberg in the wall, I think that was.
Oh, someone's gone.
Someone stopped on the track as well on the straight. I'm assuming that's Kagoda.
Yeah, he's going very slow.
Yeah, that is Kagoda.
Sam Cole second. Would have thought he'd been able to improve that. Nice braking, mate.
Yeah, Kagoda's gone into, I think, low fuel mode now. He's going
Yeah.
really slowly.
He didn't get a particularly good lap in either, though.
Ooh, that's very close there.
Rossi at the moment is on a lap. Let's see where he is on the track. He's coming through Eau Rouge now. See his line through here. Seen a multitude of different lines today. Some using radion curves, some not.
That was a bit wide for me on the exit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just lost a few tenths there, or a few thousandths there.
I'd say maximum about 10. It's not going to cost you
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah, it's not gonna cost that much.
Doesn't take a bad line through there, to be honest. The driver's
Yeah,
ahead.
pretty cautious, I think.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get a decent lap in before he actually goes for a belter, if you know what I mean. There's only 6 minutes
Yeah,
left, so...
Yet to set a lap in, so I think it's important to put a bench time in.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he'll get into the top 10 easily.
F1
Just with that
Tribune,
bench time.
nice lap, 156.8. I was expecting people to go fast in this. Maybe the cars are different handling tyres and stuff during quali. A lot of drivers may be missing a few apexes here and there. Quite a few of them going on to their final lap and final runs now. Ross coming through the back section of the track. Coming up to Blanchimont now. What kind of speed he's going to do through here. 189 on the apex. Breaks at 100 meters, comes down to here. Oh! Basically drifts it through the entrance to the bus stop chicane. It's going to cross the line, and that's going to be P9 with a 158.460.
Oh yeah, CB8 also ran out of fuel on the track. He's going slowly.
Yep.
That's Solberg coming behind. He's gonna hold him up. That's really close.
One thing I want to say though, we need to watch for in a race. One thing we need to watch for in a race, as Rossi spins at Eau Rouge, is the exit of turn 1. Because I've seen many drivers kind of having to save it, correcting, going to the inside slightly. I think there will be a huge crash if someone pushes too hard at turn 1 and, does that. As Ross goes straight on through there.
Yeah, we've seen plenty of yellow flags already in qualifying, so I think in the race it'll be even more chaotic.
Yeah, you definitely got to count on safety cars here. Kugoda's on an outlap. Man behind him on the track is F1 driver. He's on a lap.
Goda's retired on the exit of
Oh no, that's not
Eau Rouge
retirement.
here.
That is a
Yeah,
crash.
that's not good.
Wasn't really careful
Lock a
enough.
few drivers up.
Eau Rouge bit him there.
Oh, and that's Rossi also half spun it, I guess.
Yeah, he's just trying to get back to the pits at this point.
Pretty sure he just caught the curb on the inside.
Yeah, I mean
Spins the car around.
it's a simple thing to do at on. I mean the curbs are kind of high down there, but they're really beckoning you to go closer because obviously you wanna get the maximum apex speed through there because it's really high speed corner. It's not like a hairpin where you can brake nice and late and line up your exit really nicely.
Yeah, you want to get as close to the curb as possible. I mean, in some circumstances you can kind of ride it, but
yeah, I
mean, be like
in these slow speed corners, it can help to turn the car a bit if you've got a slightly understeery setup, or if you've got an oversteery setup. On the exit of the corner, you can maybe get out there, try and straighten it out nicely using a little bit of the curb. Although if you have got an oversteery setup, it's probably a good idea to just stay off the curbs completely. So F1 driver coming through to finish his lap. Short shifting out of the last corner. What's that going to be? That's going to be a 1:55.9.
Ooh,
That is a quick lap. Good lap from him.
it's almost a second clear of P2.
Yeah.
We'll
See
see if F1
someone else can
respond to that. He's on an out lap.
Busy Gorgon, next man to cross the line. See what he does. Not the greatest exit out of the final corner. He's going to go fourth though with the 1:56.9. Next driver after him. It's going to be Sam Cole and Speedy Midget. Speedy Midget going onto a lap now. Same for Sam Cole. SV Tax coming up to the final 2 corners now.
Bit of lock up there.
Yeah.
Into the bus stop chicane, not great. We'll see where it goes.
P2, decent 1:56.656.
That's GSR Luke into the wall. Didn't pick up any damage though, and the Speedy Midget also retired on the Camel Straight. To get a good view of Speedy Midget on board with Tux. Yeah, he's just parked there.
F1 driver has actually gone for another lap and he's coming through Blanchimont now. I think maybe he can improve, maybe not. He's low on fuel. Coming down to the final corner. See if he can improve or whether he is just going into the pits. No, he's trying to improve. Little bit of a lock-up over there. Yellow flags in sector 1. Does improve by 0.3 of a second. Absolutely dominating this qualifying session. 8 seconds left on the clock. Everyone on a lap.
Clear of Tux.
Alright, first man to cross the line is going to be Busy Gorgon. He's coming out the final corner now. Decent. And that's going to put him P2 with the 1:56.4. Next man to cross the line is Sam Cole. That's P2. Takes it from Nathan. 1:56.2. Good lap, good lap. Then SV Tax. Another tiny lock up there. Seems alright. Brakes going red there. Crosses the line, doesn't improve. Jack has invalidated, so he's not going to be able to improve his time. F1 Tribune sets the fastest middle sector. He could really be on for a stonker here if he gets this last braking zone correct, gets the exit right. Only 2 real points left in this lap for him to maybe mess up or absolutely smash. See if he can get pole. To do it, he'd have to improve by 1.1 seconds to even equal pole time. See what he can do.
That's a
Crosses the line. 3rd place. Decent lap from him. Very close between him and Busy Gorgon there. CB8 plays, looks to be the last man, and he is in an invalid lap. So that should be qualifying done for the moment. People just need to retire at this point. Yeah, so Tony, what are your predictions for the race?
I would say about the same that they are, to be honest. Maybe Tux and Speedy Midget a bit higher up there.
I reckon
But
we're going to see some good racing from the back with Quinton and Apo. F1 Fan for Live and ABS Draft there at the back. Maybe with some good pace, unable to show it in this qualifying session. Maybe able to have a real go at the guys ahead. Danny Skettit really having a nightmare on this track.
yeah, him and GSR Luke could be said. Not having the best of qualifying sessions.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's interesting because I think F1 driver can get away with it because he has got the pace, definitely. Sam Cole, an F1 Tribune, and Busy Gorgon will have a battle there. SV Tax is a little bit further back. Jack, maybe? I know he has good race pace. Gagoda might be coming from the back after, I think, a few invalidations, actually. Do you know about the strategy for this race?
Yeah, it's one or no stop.
Hmm.
That's that's how it works.
If there's a safety
There's no
car,
mandatory stop because there's
yeah,
only
yeah.
one tire.
I'm just wondering though, with the cars that we've got this week, um, we could be seeing a lot more deg than perhaps the brawn from last week. So I'm wondering whether drivers are going to choose to opt for that one-stop strategy at maybe midpoint in the race or during a safety car, or maybe just last it out. I'm not sure which is quicker, and it'll be interesting to see what different drivers do, and it'll be very dependent, I think, on their driving style, how well they can make those tyres last. You do like
Yeah,
that?
you can say that the tires will definitely work harder than they had to on the.
Who was that?
No idea, but yeah, they will have to work harder because there's less downforce on these cars, these McLarens, than there was on the Braun.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, so we're looking at in this race a 0 stop or a 1 stop. But it really, really depends on how people.
Oh,
Jeez, yeah, I
that's
saw
a bit
that.
of a collision.
A little bit. Uh, oh, F1 driver. Oh no, sorry. That was a glitch. That was a glitch.
Ooh, Taxi stopped on track. I think he's spun it, and
People are racing really hard on the formation lap.
that's a, that's a massive save. But yeah, predictive pit stop strategies just come on screen here. 0 stop or 1 stop. So yeah, so 0 stop is possible,
Mm.
of course.
I mean, it's possible, but it's whether the drivers think that their tyres are going to have good pace throughout the race.
Yeah, it's up to the driver, of course, but
Yeah.
on paper it says that you can, and I think it is on paper as well the quicker strategy.
Yeah. But then again, with worse tyres, it's more difficult to drive, is it not?
Yeah, of course these cars are already difficult to drive, so I don't know.
Exactly. I reckon we will see quite a few people switching over to these slicks at some point during the race. So I think the last couple people coming up to the grid now as we finish the formation lap for the Tier 1 Belgian Grand Prix in the MP44s. Looking for some good cameras. Yeah, Sam Cole has a good one. Oh, listen to that sound. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And the lights out. Who makes a good start? Looks like Sam Cole is going to be right on the outside into turn 1. Defends. That's F1 Tribune going right up the inside. Down into turn 1. He's got the slipstream from the car ahead down the straight. But it's going to be whether who can hold it ahead into Eau Rouge. There's some battling at the back with 3 people going side by side into Eau Rouge. Come really fast through here. High speed on the apex. Watching them come through. Sam Cole really close to the back of F1 Tribune. gaining under the slipstream. Really close. Is he going to send it out the
Yeah, but
inside?
if we look to Tox, they're going 3 wide into this corner. 3 wide here.
Oh! A little bit of contact at the back. Who's that? Oh, that's Ross.
And there's even more contact behind.
Yeah. So, Corey Marshall up 5 places on the start. TB8 place up 3 places. And the gap between Cam and Sam Cole is still 0.2 of a second. Same goes for Kagoda and Speedy Midget with like really tiny gaps. ABS Drive right on the back of F1 Fan for Life. See how people defend through these corners, because Sam Cole right on the back does not want to get held up by Mr. F1 driver, as F1 Tribune actually does get past him there. F1 Tribune having a really good start. It's whether he can hold it. And Sam Cole really got the run on F1 driver here, coming down to the bus stop chicane. That gets it also further back, having to go. Let's watch the lead for the moment. Side by side between Jack and Pagoda. Oh, it's a safety car. What's happened there? PFL Solberg's gone off. Hit the wall. Did you see what happened with him?
Yeah, I was... No, I did not get a view of it, but... It's not clean racing, is it?
Well, it is clean, but obviously it's more dangerous than if it was proper 2020 cars.
Yeah, there were quite many incidents though, were there?
Yeah, we're on a timing glitch at the moment, I think. So, lap 3 of 11, and F1 Tribune leads from F1 driver 2018, Sam Cole, W007. CB8 plays YT, making a great start, up 3 places, and then SV Tax in 5th place, not moving from his starting position. Hopefully people are clean on the safety car.
Yeah, there have been no incidents so far, I don't think so. Nothing's popped out yet.
Mm.
I mean, we do have that glitch with Jack's fastest lap down there.
Yeah.
But,
Who's that right at the
looks
back?
like it's been clean.
Ross, going really slowly. I think he had to pit on lap 1. Maybe got some damage from Eau Rouge or something.
Yeah, he did. He was way down on the pack after lap 1.
He will catch up and be right on the back of the pack on the restart. But it's whether his tyres, if he can keep those tyres alive, because he is really damaging those tyres going as fast as he is, trying to catch up to the safety car. If I were him, I'd maybe slacken off the reins a little bit, if you know what I mean.
I don't think tyre wear is a big issue in these classic cars. They're much more durable than the tyres nowadays.
Yeah.
On the softs. It's like driving on hards, basically.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I wouldn't worry about it that much.
I would say though, these cars, if you do have a little spin or maybe some lock up, it really affects your braking and acceleration, like more than it would do in the modern F1 car tyres. I've actually noticed that, and
Speaking of which, Rossi having a little bit of a lock up, and that's
oh,
ABS Drive who spun
Avo.
under the safety car. He's got massive front wing damage now.
Oh,
And Rossi's overtaken him. That's gonna be an illegal overtake. No, Jarve has to let him through, and then it's gonna like.
luckily the game has let. Oh no, he hasn't let him
No,
pass.
he hasn't.
They both need to stop. One of them needs to stop. There we
This
go.
will continue then. Job's gonna have to let Rossi through now as well. Look at this.
Yeah. Oh, this is chaos at the back. I was definitely predicting Ross to make a massive climb here. Same for Apple. I mean, they haven't had that luck on the first couple laps, but if they can bring it back over the course of the race, then I will be really quite surprised. I'll be immensely proud of the way these guys race if they can pull themselves back up the order.
It's a safety car. I think it'll be fine. But I think it's the safety cars in this lap, so this will hinder drive as well.
Yeah.
Really shouldn't have spun. I mean, you're under the safety car. Come on.
I wouldn't say that he has to. I wouldn't say that it's entirely his fault. I mean, these cars are very difficult to control compared to normal cars. So, if he was to spin, be it on the safety car, be it in a race, or be it in a qualifying, I mean, I understand. He's using traction control off. I think ABS off. So he's having probably one of the hardest times out of any driver in this race. And yet the safety car's in. ABS Jarv is really having a nightmare right now. So let's watch F1 Tribune on the restart. Holding up the pack really nicely there. If you commentate the restart, I'll look for any kind of carnage at the back.
Yeah, sure, I'll take over. But yeah, I think F1 Tribune will get a reasonably good restart here. Maybe F1 driver could maybe overtake him at the later in this lap, but we'll see. Ideally, want to go not after this corner, just as he's doing right now, slowing it down, and now he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Who's been
Green
caught
flags,
lapping?
and we are racing. Nobody's really been caught napping. They're reasonably close behind.
Yeah.
And I'll say the closest is CBA to Sam Cole, but Sam Cole's not gonna get overtaken anytime soon.
Well, I wouldn't be so quick to speak. 210s. F1 driver going around the outside, opting for the outside line, coming down to this corner. He's ahead by the corner, but it's where the F1 Tribune can defend. F1 Tribune still there, right behind, maybe looking for the move to open up if F1 driver makes a small mistake. Small victory for F1 driver, but that will really boost his confidence, and he will have the momentum continuing this race. I mean, we knew he had the pace, and I wouldn't be surprised if he goes on from here to win. But if we look behind F1 Tribune, we have Sam Cole, who's also really close after that move. Only 2.5 tenths between them there. He's right behind. He's a little bit of snap of oversteer, maybe a sign.
Oh, and that's Luke.
Oh,
Luke's crashed. I think he
is
might
that
have
a
made
VSC?
contact there. It's not a VSC. It was still green. Oh,
Safety car.
right after the first one. Oh, and that's ABS Jarv. He still hasn't pitted. That's something I realized just now.
Yeah.
He's also managed to keep Rossi behind.
Yeah, I mean, Ross only had a lap to get past him, so maybe he didn't have a really good restart. But ABS Jarv really having a stroke of luck here after his early spin in the safety car period. So he will be able to pit, change that front wing, get on some new tyres, come out the back. Oh, that's shaking things up. Do you want to tell the viewers what happened there?
F1 driver just got a penalty. That's
The 3
I've seen before penalties in this 25% race. We usually run 50. That they're quite crucial, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's Spa though. I wouldn't be surprised, but they are quite important.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
decide some quite many races.
there's been many instances this season where a driver has been moved off of the podium or and another driver's been moved onto the podium because someone's been that little bit uncertain and uncareful with track limits. So I am not sure how this is going to play out. I mean, he's got the lead, so you'd think he'd have an advantage. He just needs to pace that restart nicely, and then pull 3 seconds from F1 Tribune, which will be quite hard because F1 Tribune, as we know, has got the pace.
Yeah, it'll be whether if F1 Tribune could stick with F1 Drive here.
He really
They were
needs to.
separated by they were separated by a second in qualifying. Of course, we haven't really got. We've only had like four laps of racing. 5?
Yeah.
Wait, no.
He might be able to pull the gap. He might be able to do it. But F1 Tribune really needs to. It'd be in his best interests to hold out on those penalties. Maybe stay within those within those white lines. No real chancing at the track limits. Try to stay safe on this restart because he knows driver ahead is a penalty. And he's just got to stay with him. And with the slipstream, I believe that's entirely possible. As ABS Jav catches up to the back of the pack. Safety car should be in this lap. Not sure when it announces it though.
Yeah, it'll be soon. Soon. It should announce about now if it is coming in.
I don't see why it would need to stay out for another lap, but okay.
I think ABS Drive just got on a bit too late there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have another lap under the safety car.
These these marshals can't clean anything up, can they? A little bit of overtaking there on the safety car, I see. Hopefully this doesn't cause chaos. Seems to have been alright.
Looks like it.
Oh! Jack having a moment there.
Well, that's Kogoda pulling off to the side.
Staying on the rubbered in line. Safety car periods not very fun, are they? Especially since now we've only got
they're not
about
really fun.
5 laps left of racing. It's going to be an absolute sprint race.
And that's some overtaking between Speedy Midget and Busy Gorgon, the two buddies, of course.
Yeah.
Both go to the same school.
I also go
That's
to that
speed.
school. And I'm pretty sure I'd be beating these two if I was racing. My lap. Pretty nice. I say this, we've got tier 2 tomorrow, so be sure to tune in for that.
Yeah, I'll run you through some upcoming races, shall we?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, we got tomorrow, as Adam just mentioned, 5 o'clock UK time, tier 2. Same car, same track, of course. Then right after that, it's Sunday, where we have tier 3. Actually, just come to mind. Tier 2, we will have a slight delay because it overlaps with the real life qualifying session.
Yeah.
Then following Sunday, we'll have tier 4, which is in the rain, and I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at the calendar for the rest of the season, we have, on the 12th of December, Ferrari 2004 in Monza. I cannot wait for the screaming sound of those V10s doing plus 200 mile an hour at the fastest, the temple of speed. Cannot wait. It's going to be such a good race, so make sure you're there. And then last race of the classic car season will be on the 19th of December, so be sure to be there for that in the McLaren 1998 at Japan.
Ooh,
I wonder why that
Speedy
was
Midget.
fixed. Oh, what's that about? Pagoda and Speedy Midget, maybe a little bit of contact.
Yeah, I was just talking. They both picked up 5 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, so F1 driver this time leading the restart. Do you mind if I do it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So here we go. He is coming through the bus stop chicane now. Will he push on the exit or will he hold the drivers behind? No, he's gone. He's gone. F1 Tribune looking up the back of him. 4/10 the gap between these two. Still very close here. 3/10, 4/10. The gap between first, second, and third are all pretty much equal. Though Sam Cole is catching him by a lot. Stayed the same. I think F1 Tribune running a lower downforce setup than some other drivers. Oh, it's been some carnage at the back. Oh, there's someone off at Eau Rouge. Can F1 Tribune get the move done? No, he's going to have to stick it. He's going to have to wait for another opportunity. He's going to have a look around the outside. Not given the room by F1 driver. He stayed with him. Coming down to this corner now. Will he set a dive up the inside? No, he won't. He's going to hold it back for another lap. Luckily, we can get a safety car there. First and second and third, all within 0.2 of 1 second. This is great racing. Coming down to Puon now. All the drivers still extremely close. They're all spread out slightly through Puon, just due to the nature of the high-speed corner. F1 Tribune making an error on the entry. Sam Cole capitalising off of it within 1.5 tenths. Has to stay behind for now, unable to make the move at this corner.
Yeah, Rossi and Kagoda both having little spins on the restart here. Kagoda had it on the exit of Eau Rouge, and Rossi just had it on the entry to Puon.
Yeah. So Sam Cole within those 2 seconds catches the grass. Will that cost him time? Not much. He's still catching. Will he be able to make a move down to the bus stop chicane? Coming through Blanchimont now. Very close. F1 Tribune going to defend on the inside? No, he's not. Sam Cole takes a little look. Unable to brake later though. So he's going to have to stick behind for another lap. F1 driver here really running away with it. They really need to catch up if they want to stop this man getting the win today. Sam Cole still with him. There's a fight at the back here. Jack going down the inside of Speedy Midget. These two championship rivals. Oh no! Oh, Jack has spun it. Oh god, that is a nightmare.
Oh, there's further contact.
Oh,
Speedy Midget and Danny is getting.
Oh,
both in the wall, both picking up. Real damage here.
No.
Kagoda retires in the pit lane. Don't worry about that.
Oh, unlucky. Alright, so no safety car. We're going to carry on racing. Sam Cole still within that gap of F1 Tribune. F1 Tribune closed that gap down to the leader by half a second since last lap. They're all really close, all within touching distance of each other. Sam Cole maybe needs to back out slightly, let these two race a bit, have a little go at each other, or is he going to send one, try and get them both on his own? Either way, 3 laps left of this race. So still anyone's win, anyone's podium, anyone's second place. Although F1 driver, it's looking very slim that he will even be on the podium this race due to that 3-second time penalty. These two, second and third, will be guaranteed a spot on the podium if they don't crash or spin. So I think, yeah, Sam Cole has made a little bit of a mistake there on the exit, backed out slightly. F1 Tribune catching, really catching on F1 driver. Who's that? F1
Yellow
fan for life?
Behind.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
spun.
that's F1 fan for life. Picking up front wing damage as well.
Yeah.
Add that to the tally.
Ooh. Sam Cole, F1 Tribune, and F1 driver all dicing, slicing through each other's lines here at the bus stop chicane. Coming down to the first corner, no one really making a move. They're all going to wait for the slipstream on the Kemmel Straight. F1 Tribune makes a massive exit on F1 driver. Unable to catch no quickly before Eau Rouge. Sam Cole really close. He's going to pick up that dirty air. Has to lift off slightly. F1 Tribune does get a warning. Sam Cole's going to be close, so will he have a go? Will it be 3 wide? F1 Tribune moves to the inside. Can he brake later? He's unable to break later than F1's driver, but he's still really, really much there. No overtaking in this top 3, but still great battling. Sam Cole having a little bit of a moment on the exit of that corner. F1 Tribune having another look. Unable to make their moves here. They need to really back off for a lap and then really, really go for the attack. F1 driver makes a massive mistake into there. Very close. There's only a tenth between him going into corner. F1 Tribune unable to make the move. Gonna have to stick behind for now, although he is closer than any other lap at this part of the track. Will we be able to make the move this lap with only 2 laps remaining on the clock?
Yeah, really close between these 3 guys.
Someone's spun.
Unless they crash. Like Daniel, get it?
Yeah.
They'll be all within podium.
F1 Tribune.
Speaking of which, F1 driver has 6 seconds of penalties now.
Oh,
6 seconds.
that's going to drop him right down to 6th place, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
they'll give CBA a podium. His first of ABS.
F1 Tribune
Tier
doesn't
1.
need to make a move here. He can just stick behind. But what he does have to watch out for is Sam Cole behind, who will be really attacking now, trying to get that win here in Belgium as he sets the fastest final sector of this lap. Really close. F1 driver makes a little mistake, has to let F1 Tribune past, loses the lead on lap 10 of this GP. Will he come back at him? He's very close to
I
Road
think he
Rouge.
will.
On the coming straight, he's got that extra momentum coming through there, side by side, a little bit of wheel banging through there. F1 driver retakes the lead after the Kemmel straight. Who's going to go down the inside? F1 driver keeps the head. What a recovery from that mistake down at turn 1. I think Sam Cole making really good gains through that middle sector and that section on F1 Tribune. If he can get F1 Tribune, he's got the win. F1 Tribune maybe slightly getting held up by the guy ahead. Going to have to back out a little bit. All drivers there. As F1 drivers going quite slowly, actually.
What's
Really
happened
good.
to F1 driver?
He's just lost his pace, given up. Because he knows he's not going to do well.
Oh, and that's Busy Gorgon. Busy Gorgon's out of the race.
That's unlucky.
That's a massive crash.
Sam Cole, really fast mid-apex, within 0.3 of a second on the car ahead. Not the greatest exit out there, but he's going to get the slipstream of F1 Tribune. It's going to be powerless though, because F1 Tribune does have the slipstream of F1 driver. This is a great battle for the lead.
It is a great battle indeed. I think neither of these 3 guys are close enough to make a move into this bus stop chicane unless they really send it.
No, they're all too far back. So we are heading on to lap 11, the final lap of this race. Real action between the top 3 here, having a real go around this circuit. F1 driver really under attack from both F1 Tribune and Sam Cole. The only position that really matters here though, Sam Cole on F1 Tribune. Can he get past in this final lap? He's not going to be close enough really to have a go at him, but F1 Tribune holding himself behind F1 driver might lose some time in those middle sectors. Going to be unable to defend if Sam Cole comes soaring up the inside and has to brake slightly earlier for that corner than he normally would have done, causing Sam Cole to gain by nearly 1/10 of a second there. And now the shortest gap between drivers is Sam Cole to F1 Tribune. F1
Whoa.
driver, massive moment. His tyres really getting degraded now. It's going to be difficult for these guys to make moves, overtake, just go fast in general. Coming across the final lap, final time we go through Pouillon, really fast. F1 Tribune not so quick through here compared to Sam Cole, losing the gap to the car ahead. He's going to lose that slipstream. It might be really close finish here. 2.8 seconds in that chicane. He's really with it now. He might be able to take it. He might be able to take it. The last possible opportunity. Sam Cole coming here. Oh,
Yeah, he's really close now.
he's got him. He's going to
Hugo
try
moving
the
to the
outside line
outside.
at Bonchmont. Hold behind, hold
It's really
behind, hold
close.
behind, hold behind, hold behind. He's going to bolt to the outside, off to the outside line. Brakes later. Can he steal it around the outside? No, F1 Tribune is going to brake later. But Sam Cole's going to barge his way up the inside. What's the gap going to be at the final corner?
Photo finish.
Oh! Oh! That was so close at the end there. Really great driving.
Just missed out. Tux managed to get himself on the podium as well. Got past CB8 at one point.
F1 driver unable to take the dub here, just due to lack of carefulness around penalties. Rossi coming across the line now, finished 9th. Speedy midget, not the greatest race for him. The other Mercedes driver, apart from Sam Cole, who
Pretty
nearly
terrible
won this
race
race. He's coming through up to the bus stop chicane now. And if my calculations are correct, Sam Cole is leading the championship with a win in Brazil and a P2 in Belgium. Spins at the final corner. Bruh.
That's another spin to add on to
Oh,
that.
he reset to track. He reset to track.
That would be a 5-second penalty.
Doing some mad donuts. Get that on the stream. Get that on the stream. That's beautiful. What was that about?
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Play football with the tyre.
That
Come on.
tyre.
Oh, I know what Lewis is trying to do. Finally. Good race, good race. We'll start interviews in a second. You alright? Well done for the win. Well done for the win.
Thank you.
Great battle at the end there. How would you rate your race, your driving? What do you
Well,
think?
To be honest, I drove like shit. I didn't want to dive pump in because that would cost me, I think. But at the end,
Yeah, and also he had penalties ahead, so it wasn't really any point doing anything. And
yeah, I wanted
well
just
done.
to do it. I wanted to do it
defending
for
at the
honor.
end. Yeah, well
Thank
done
you.
defending at the end there, mate. Sam Cole really getting the jump on you at the last possible moment. Really late breaking into there. He barged his way up the inside, but your exit out the final corner, I think, was the reason you won that race. So,
Yeah.
well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Anyone else joining? I'm going to wait.
No, I don't think anybody's joining.
Sam Cole will join. Unjoined. Mr. Samuel Cole. Where is he? Overall, how are you rating that race, Tony?
I would say 5 out of 10.
5.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, 5 out of 10.
actually, I kind of understand why you'd say that.
It wasn't very clean. It wasn't very. I mean, there was one
Can I do a
battle
rating?
for the lead, which was nice, but
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead,
sure,
do a
go ahead.
rating.
I would say 8 out of 10 at the front because the front was really nice, but
Yeah.
it could have been a 10 out of 10 if there were no safety cars.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good race, and I actually disagree with you, Tony, that it was dirty. I mean, yeah, there was some argy-bargy, but that's part of racing, isn't it? A little bit of wheel banging here and there, that's fine. As long as you don't intentionally take one out
Well,
or, you know, be an idiot. I think that was okay. Also, the cars are very difficult to drive, so to put on a show like that in those difficult cars, well done to everyone involved in the Tier 1 race tonight. That was really good from you guys. Hi. Hello. Sex Cole. How you doing?
Sex, how you doing?
Well done. Mercedes are very happy with
Mercedes
your
Master
performance decently. Didn't make any positions in the race, I don't think. You just started and finished in the same position. Still quite eventful though, I would have thought.
Yeah. Big balls.
Big balls.
That's
Yeah,
all I'm gonna
that's
say.
what I like, mate. Go on.
I just sent it
Alright.
last lap, but it didn't work. Oh dear.
I mean,
I think we're gonna end it here. Then.
I was half expecting you to go for a switchback. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, but I might have had him, but I